As we grow older, what will keep us grounded amidst the storms of life? Family wealth, or our very own self? Old age. Two simple words, yet they carry the weight of so many worries. When the hair turns grey, the eyes grow dim, and strength begins to fade. That is when we suddenly ask ourselves, who will I lean on? Our children, perhaps they may love us, but they also have their own lives, busy schedules, faraway homes. The truth is, a peaceful old age does not come from luck or from someone else's sacrifice. It comes from wise preparation, starting today. In this video, I am going to share with you the 3 most solid pillars that will support you as you step into old age. Without fear, without dependence, while still holding on to freedom, dignity, and true happiness. These lessons are not only drawn from medicine and psychology, but also from deeply touching real-life stories. Before we begin, go ahead and leave a comment below with a positive affirmation, something like a promise to yourself to attract good things into your life. For example, I will live a free and peaceful old age, or feel free to write down any wish you truly have. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on more content like this. Let's build a space filled with positive energy where we can grow and thrive together. So what are the 3 most secure foundations that will help you step into old age with strength and confidence? Let's dive into each one with honesty and depth, starting right now. The first foundation, retirement savings. There is a truth that everyone will eventually realize, whether sooner or later. You can be young and broke, but you absolutely cannot be old and broke. When we are still healthy and able to work, money might not seem like the top priority. But once we enter our twilight years, every dollar we have saved becomes a pillar that helps us hold on to our dignity and freedom. Retirement savings are not just numbers in a bank account. They are a shield, allowing you to live without having to depend on others, without tiptoeing around to borrow money, without worrying about every cent. With money, you have the power to choose, to hire a caregiver when you are sick, to receive proper medical care, to live where you want, and to eat what you like. Most importantly, you live as someone in control, not as someone dependent. On the other hand, an elderly person with no savings and no stable income can easily fall into a vulnerable position. No matter how loving your children may be, the feeling of becoming a burden can slowly eat away at your self-respect. That is when your freedom to choose your own life disappears. Some people even find themselves neglected, mistreated, or forced to live in places they never wanted to be. You do not need to be wealthy. You just need to be secure. A modest amount prepared early on can give you peace of mind for the rest of your life. Start with a simple but effective financial principle, the 3 jars. 1 for spending, 1 for saving, and 1 for retirement. No matter how much you earn each month, always try to set aside a small portion into that retirement jar. This small habit is a big gift you are giving to your future self. In many countries, financial independence in old age is not just recommended, it is expected. It is not because families lack love, but because people understand that when parents take care of their own future, their children can focus on building lives of their own. No one has to sacrifice. No one has to feel guilty or indebted. One quote I deeply resonate with is, "The greatest love parents can show is not making their children take care of them when they are old and sick, because real love should never become pressure, responsibility, or obligation." What we should leave behind is the image of a strong, independent, and dignified parent, even until the very end. Start preparing today. Do not wait until old age knocks on your door to start worrying. You deserve a peaceful old age, one where you do not have to ask anyone for anything and never have to feel ashamed in front of anyone. The second foundation. A life partner, the precious companion. There is a simple yet powerful saying: no child can care for their father the way a wife can care for her husband. Because no matter how devoted your children may be, the closeness, understanding, and companionship of a life partner is irreplaceable. In old age, what people need is not just medicine or food, but someone to share with, someone who listens, someone to hold hands with through the rest of life's journey. Old age is not frightening because of physical weakness, but because of the loneliness in one's soul. You could live in a big house surrounded by children and grandchildren, and still feel empty if you lack that one person who has walked through life's ups and downs with you. Your life partner is the one who saw you when you were young, stood by you when you fell, celebrated your wins, and stayed through your losses. They know you without needing words. Just a glance tells them you are tired. Just a gesture shows if you are sad or happy. When there is no one to ask if you have eaten, if you slept well, or how your aching knees are, the silent pain within grows even deeper. Prolonged loneliness is the fastest road to depression, a quiet but dangerous illness that drains physical health long before anyone notices. So if you are lucky enough to still have a trustworthy partner by your side, please cherish them. Do not wait until they are gone to feel the emptiness and regret. Be kind. Listen. Nurture your bond. So when old age arrives, there is still someone to make tea with, share memories with, and care for each other in peaceful silence. And if you have lost your partner or never had one, do not hesitate to open your heart. The desire to remarry or find companionship in later life is completely natural. It is not just about being loved, it is about honoring your own emotions. Do not let your children or society's judgment stop you from pursuing happiness. Your children are not meant to live your life for you. This life belongs to you, and you deserve love at any age. There are many beautiful stories of older adults finding love later in life. Some have remarried in their 70s. Others found soulmates when they thought they would never trust again. They spend their remaining days in simple joy, shopping together, tending to plants, cooking, walking hand in hand, reminiscing about the past, and laughing like they were young again. Old age might be the autumn of life, but if you have a companion, that autumn still has sunshine, gentle winds, and peace. And that does not happen by chance. It is built over time from when you were young and chose to nurture and appreciate even the smallest things in your relationship. So if today you are still living with your life partner, spend more time together, love more, argue less, and be a little more forgiving. That is the emotional foundation for the days ahead, when your steps may slow down, but your hearts will still beat in harmony side by side. The third foundation, health. A solid foundation. No one needs to tell us. We all know that health is the foundation of everything in life. You could have money, a home, and loving family members. But if your body is weak and illness takes over, all of those things become nothing more than shadows. When the body is no longer well, joy is incomplete and confidence begins to fade. There is an irony in life. When we are young, many of us are willing to sacrifice our health to earn money, skipping meals, losing sleep, living under constant stress. Then in old age, we are ready to spend all that money just to get a good night's sleep, a proper meal, or simply to walk without pain. Sadly, some things, once lost, cannot be bought back at any price, and health is one of them. That is why a healthy body is the greatest gift you can give yourself and your children. A healthy senior is someone independent, someone who does not add extra burden to others, someone who can enjoy the fullness of life in old age. On the other hand, when health fails, old age becomes a series of dependent, sorrowful, even painful days. Taking care of your health does not need to be expensive or complicated. Just stepping outside each day, breathing in fresh air, and taking a gentle walk for 15 to 30 minutes, or about 24 to 48 kilometers per week, is already enough to keep your heart strong, your muscles flexible, and your mind sharp. You can also add light stretching yoga, or try Tai Chi or Qigong. These gentle practices suit your age and improve balance, helping prevent falls. The key is consistency. Do not overdo it, but also do not stay inactive for too long. When it comes to eating, keep it simple, but smart. Cut back on oil, salt, and sugar, the quiet enemies of health. Eat more vegetables, fruits, fish, whole grains, and nuts. Drink plenty of water. Do not wait until you are thirsty. Meals do not need to be fancy, just nutritious, with calcium, protein, and fiber. Eat with care, not out of habit or emotion. Treat your body with the respect it deserves. Sleep matters too. Aging makes it harder to fall and stay asleep. Instead of relying on pills, try going to bed at the same time, turning off screens early, or relaxing with music, herbal tea, or deep breathing. And most importantly, nurture your mental health like a garden. Connect with friends, talk to loved ones, do good deeds, meditate, or pray. These may not make you younger, but they will make life richer. Avoid negativity, release what weighs you down, and find peace in the present. A calm mind is key to a healthy body. Good health in old age does not come from some grand miracle. It comes from small, intentional actions every day. If today you walk for just 10 minutes, that is already laying the first brick for a stronger, healthier tomorrow. Start now. Your body will thank you more than you can imagine. The 3 solid foundations we just talked about are like the 3 legs of a sturdy tripod supporting a steady and peaceful life in old age. But for that tripod to truly stand strong and stable, we also need some softer, more spiritual supports. Things that may seem small, but can bring great joy and add real meaning to each day of our later years. One of these supports is a spirit of curiosity and finding joy in the little things. Many people mistakenly believe that old age is the time to completely rest, but in reality, the brain is just like a muscle. The more you use it properly, the more flexible and youthful it remains. Without the pressure of making a living, this is the perfect time to learn something new, something you once dreamed of, but never had the chance to pursue. It could be learning to play a simple musical instrument, trying flower arranging, practicing calligraphy, baking, studying a foreign language, or simply learning to use technology to video call loved ones, watch movies, or listen to music. Each new skill not only sharpens the mind, but also brings a sense of achievement, small but deeply fulfilling. Another way to stay mentally young is by sharing your knowledge and life experience with your children, grandchildren, or the community, through writing, talking, or volunteering. It helps older adults feel useful, like they are still contributing, not just waiting for time to pass. Another equally important support is social connection. One of the most silent risks in old age is isolation. No longer working, less social interaction, sometimes living far from family. All of this can make seniors feel lonely and disconnected. That is why maintaining social relationships is so important. Joining senior clubs, morning exercise groups, yoga classes, dance groups, or book clubs is a fantastic way to stay active while also enjoying conversations, laughter, and companionship with people of the same generation. The feeling of "I am not alone" can help stabilize your emotions, improve sleep, and even boost your physical health. If getting out is difficult, you can still stay connected through phone calls, text messages, or video chats with old friends, neighbors, or family. A short phone call can light up an entire day. And finally, we must not forget the importance of spiritual support. As we grow older, we tend to reflect more on life, to think deeply, and to look inward. Losses, regrets, and life's turning points can weigh heavily on the soul if we have nowhere to place our faith. That is when spirituality becomes precious. Whether it is prayer, meditation, chanting, or simply slowing down and finding peace in each breath, all of these can help ease the mind, teach us to let go of what we cannot change and focus on the present moment. Seniors who have a spiritual foundation tend to live more peacefully, worry less, and face illness or even death with greater calm and acceptance. Spirituality does not have to be tied to religion. It can be belief in kindness, in doing good, in living a life of integrity. When there is still light inside you, the storms outside can never knock you down. If old age is lived just by counting the days, it can feel lonely and exhausting. But when you find for yourself even the smallest supports, each passing day becomes a gift. Maybe you can no longer run like before, but you can still enjoy every slow and peaceful step. Maybe you can no longer accomplish grand things, but you can still spread love, share wisdom, and leave behind beautiful values for generations to come. But alongside the things we should do, there are also common mistakes that many older adults unknowingly make. Mistakes that can weigh down their golden years and take them far from the peaceful life they hoped for. Recognizing them early and making adjustments is how you take control and create a truly fulfilling retirement. Number 1. Relying too much on the belief that my children will take care of everything. Family love is sacred, but if you depend entirely on it without preparing for yourself, you may find yourself helpless and disappointed when you need help the most. Many people work hard all their lives, raise their children with the firm belief that when I get old, they will take care of me. But real life is full of surprises. Your children might be busy, live far away, lack the financial means, or simply have different paths to follow. When that happens, expectation turns into disappointment, and it is the elderly parent who ends up hurt the most. Number 2. Living in isolation and avoiding social interaction. After retirement or the loss of a loved one, many seniors become quiet, reluctant to go out, or hesitant to connect with others. They tell themselves, "I am old, I do not need all that," or "it is more peaceful to just stay home." But the truth is, isolating yourself for too long does not bring peace to the soul. It only grows loneliness, silently draining your spirit. Disconnection from society dulls the mind, weakens motivation, and many seniors unknowingly fall into depression. Every chat, every meeting with friends, every group activity, no matter how small, is essential for nourishing a more positive, engaged spirit. Number 3. Neglecting health and relying entirely on medication. Another harmful habit is underestimating the importance of physical and mental exercise while overly depending on medicine. Many elderly people take several medications daily, yet they never go for walks, never exercise, eat carelessly, and have irregular sleep routines. They mistakenly believe that medicine alone is enough. But medication only treats the symptoms. True health must be built from the ground up through daily habits. A body that does not move will slowly weaken. A spirit that is not nourished will become exhausted. And when both body and mind are in decline, no pill will work like a miracle. Old age is not the end. It is the final chapter where you still have the power to write beautiful and meaningful pages of your life, if you choose the right foundations for yourself. Always remember, your children are a source of love, but they are not your only support. The 3 most reliable pillars, strong health, a loving life partner, and financial independence, are all things you can prepare for yourself. These do not just help you live longer. They help you live better with freedom, dignity, and true happiness. Alongside that, keep nurturing your softer supports, emotional, social, and spiritual, so that every passing day is not just another day alive, but a day well lived, a day with meaning. Be the one who takes ownership of your own aging journey. Be the kind of elder you yourself would want to become. And if there is one thing you can take away from this video, let it be this quote: "A peaceful old age does not come from being cared for by your children, but from preparing for it yourself, starting today." Before you leave this video, take a moment to comment with a positive affirmation, a personal commitment to yourself. Something like, "I will live a healthy and free old age." Or, "I am preparing each day for a happy retirement," or anything that reflects what you truly believe in. And do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on more valuable content to help you live better every single day. Let us create a positive, uplifting community together, where age is just a number and a meaningful life is something we continue to grow, no matter what stage we are in.